treasured for all time.
Hello everybody, hope you are well today. Today we're going to be playing something a little bit out of the ordinary. A game that I've been on the fence about, but after I gave it like a practice run through, I hope I get everything right. Horizon Zero Dawn. I really like the video game, and I have to say I really like this board game. So I figured I'd try to do it live. I got 90% of the stuff painted. I've got to finish up like 4 monsters and 2 extra figures, but I have enough to do what we're going to do today, and that's kind of get the whole ball rolling. I'll do my best to explain it on the way. Hey Dan, you owe me $1, by the way. Not for anything, pal. What's that? Zablik, how you doing? But the thing here is, this is a very interesting game to me, and I'm very fascinated by it. And I hope I get everything right. If I mess it up, forgive me. I've only played it a few times, but it's something that's, when you play a game and it sticks on your brain and you think about it after you played it. I got something in my eye, for crying out loud. Oh boy, what a day. Don't forget, today started the auction. If you haven't checked out the auction, there's a lot of great stuff there. And no sooner than I... You know what the funny thing about it, Dan? It's exactly what I rated it. It's exactly what I rated it. Go figure, people. So anyways, the auction's live today. I was able to put up all that stuff, okay? And then, no sooner did I get the auction video up, almost a pallet of stuff came from Cool Mini or Not. So we're doing 2 auctions. I've got even more here that's going out into the auction. There'll be another auction in 2 weeks. Let's try to get this one squared away. But check it out. It's for charity. Both auctions are for charity. We're trying to get ready for the holidays, so we're building up cash so we can take a... thought you forgot. I will give you the $1 next time we meet at a convention. Okay, bro. That's good enough. Rick, how are you? Dan, Blue Tweezers, VTP, Zeblik, and of course Dan again, who let off. So I'm going to show you what I picked out. I'm going to explain this as I go. So just before we get going, I figure I'd give you a quick overview of this. Make sure you like and subscribe if you feel like it. That's all. By the way, today it's at, but that's not where we said it would be. Okay, let's go our above view. I pulled this out, but we're going to be using the 2 cameras here so you guys can see everything up close. These things were a lot of fun to paint. Quick, easy, really nice. I got some of the expansions too. This is the base set. So I'm going with Nora the Marksman, okay? And I'll pull her up here so you guys could see her. She has an ability when targeting components with range attack, you may re-roll any number of dice. We'll talk about components as we go. The neat thing about it is your starting equipment, it has like this thing, so it kind of forms a circle. So she has a hunter bow. She has a spear for melee, okay? This is a tech tree. As you fight levels, you're going to go up in the tech tree and you're going to add different things to it. And it's going to help you go along. Okay? Which is really interesting. We're also playing with the Bannock Survivor. Now the game says 1 to whatever, but I couldn't find solo rules in here, but I found cooperative mode. So I'm assuming that's what they're saying. But on the cards, it says if you fight, for instance, this is the map here that we just pulled out, and I'll explain that in a minute too. But it says here from 1 to 2, you have to get 2 victory points. From 3 to 4, you have to get 4 victory points. Now, the way the map is, there's little symbols on there, and you have to put the map that certain way. All right, pretty cool. This is going to be the monsters that you're going to use, any terrain, and if you're able to clear the entire thing, you're going to get an extra salvage card. Now, salvage, you say. What's that all about? Well, we'll get to that too. All right, what you're trying to do is kill these robots and get parts from them, so you can go to the merchant and buy a bunch of different things, and you're going to buy them by the things that you scavenge from these creatures. Really interesting mechanism and how it works. Token fan forever says, have a great hunt. I hope we do. I really hope we do. So the next thing is I want to show you guys, and we'll close up on this, but when you set this up, you're going to put creatures in certain areas. They have an A and B, kind of like an A and B button for the video game, and they're going to follow a path. If they go off the board in any way, well, guess what? You're going to lose, especially if you don't get the 2 victory points that you need, and you're going to get victory points for everything that you kill and scrap. Today, we have a Strider that's up in the corner there. Now, this is how many hit points it has, okay? Maybe I should do this from a side camera. Yeah, hold on, bear with me. Bear with me, folks. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, so, there we go, right? Just takes a little thinking, Rob, just a little thinking. So there is how many hit points. This is how many shields it has if it's alert. We'll go over alertness. This is how many scavenge cards you're going to get. This is how many victory points. If you play, you can get a victory token. Not a victory point, but a glory point. If you get a glory point, okay, what's going to happen is when you go on a hunt, you can play a competitive mode that whoever gets the most points is going to win that particular scenario. This here is how many points it's worth, victory points it's worth. This is components. If you hit this and you are able to damage it for 2, then you are going to be able to get a special component card from it, and this is the ability that happens when things go bad. Hard instincts. When this enemy becomes alert, it moves 1 square towards the closest enemy. So the minute this becomes alert, well, you better be ready. So hopefully I can get this right. So that's one creature that we're going to be fighting. And the second is the Watchers. Okay. That's these dudes here, and as you can see, it doesn't have a component, so we're not worried about that. But it is worth 1 point and only has 4 health. It has a defense in case it wakes up. So I'm going to put these 2 cards there for us. Okay. This is the market deck. We'll worry about that one if we survive. This is the AI, which is really cool. If we only use these cards if they become alert. Okay, so VTP, love the PS game. This is really good, VTP. I'm telling you. I hope I got it right. And even if I played it wrong, I had a good time. So that's all that matters. We'll go over this should anything become alert. These here are your scrap cards. Okay, when you kill something, you're going to take one of these and you're going to keep it, and there'll be different types of things in there. All right, cool. Let's go up top. Like I said, you have your starting equipment, but you also have a deck. This is your health, okay? So as you discard cards, you're lowering your health. If you get hit, you're going to lose cards. You're going to start with 5 cards in your hand. So we're going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excuse me. Oh, wow. Hiccup. I'm going to put those there, and that goes there. All right, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got to be smart how you use these cards. Now, you get 2 actions. You can't do the same action twice. You can't move, Okay, you can't you can't fight attack. You have to either move attack. Okay, you can sneak, which is because you don't want to be alert. So sneaking, that's one move. You can sprint, but if you end up adjacent to an enemy on a sprint, you go 1, 2. Even though you're in grass, you're hidden. That will alert an enemy. Okay, and we don't want to alert them. Like in the game, we want to be really, really cagey, sneaky, and quiet. Okay. Distance. Distract. Move target. Move target non-alert enemy 1 square towards target square. Okay. Perform range attacks. You could do a melee attack. There is one thing that you can do. You can craft. Okay. So if you got a bunch, it's the only action that you can do twice. Okay. So if you have a bunch of discard cards, you can forgo your movement and your attack, and you can craft. And that means you could take 3 of the bottom cards from your discard pile and put them and shuffle them back into your deck. It's like healing in an instance. Okay. So I got those cards drawn, those cards drawn. Okay. So we get to go first. All right. And I'll explain things as we go. Tracking phase. Leader draws 3. Well, the tracking and the fledgling is only for the competitive game. Okay. So now we go in turn order. Player resolves their turns moving in clockwise. Hunter activation step. So we can perform 2 actions. Now the first thing I want to do is I think I'm going to go here. I'm going to use our Bannock Survivor. Now the way this goes, we do all our actions with 1 player. Okay, and then all the monsters move. All right, so that could be very, very difficult. Remember, if we do not complete our objective, we lose. All right, if we run out of cards and get knocked out, we lose. We can't have that. We can't have that. And then we'll go through the level up phase, the campfire phase, the level up phase, and the merchant phase if we're able to complete this. So hang with me, folks. We're going for a ride here. Here we go. So I'm going to go with the Bangkok Survivor. Let's see what we have for cards. All right. Okay. Driven. Oh, God. Oh, no. This isn't cool. While this hunter has 6 or less cards in their action deck, scrap this card. No, that's not going to do us. Ready to strike. Search this hunter's action deck for any card. Add that card to your hand, then shuffle the action deck. Now, if I don't like this, I can discard cards and I can get anything. Scrap the 3 cards from the bottom of this hunter's discard pile. No, that's not right. Ready, strike. Search this. Okay. All right. So I just looking at this hand. I'm going to discard these 2 cards, which is kind of risky. All right, and I'm going to draw 2 cards. Sacrifice. Did I even shuffle this? I don't think I shuffled this, to be honest with you. Sacrifice. This ability can be performed when using a melee attack. So sacrifice. I don't think Thank you, Zeblik. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a good day, Rob. I really appreciate what you're doing for charity. Well, thank you very much, Dafkin. All right, I'm going to play Ready to Strike as a card, and I'm going to search this card for... yeah, of course. I'm going to go for hard point arrow. I need that. All right. So now I'm going to start my actions. Let's see if that works. I'm going to sneak up here for 1. Okay. And I'm going to explain how range combat goes. Sneaking And in grass, I'm hidden from this creature. It is not. Zeblik, thank you. We'll get you at the end of the stream. All right. So now I'm going to want to do a range attack. So how does that work? And we'll go down to the table and I'll show you everything. All right. On these dice, there are certain things. Like this here, this is a critical. These are 2 hits. That is a blank. That's not good. That's 1. So the orange dice are weaker than the blue dice, of course. But if I get a critical, I can do 2 extra damage. Okay? My range is 2 here, and I can upgrade this once, this hunter bow. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this hunter bow, and I'm gonna turn this way, and we're gonna go to camera 1, I believe it is. Yes, we are. So I've got her here. And 1, 2. So we're in range. We're hidden. And I'm going to attack this guy. Now, you can't use this bow unless you have arrows. As you can see, now I have arrows. All right. So that's going to be 2 orange. Okay. And 1 blue. Now, the blue's better, but it doesn't have any criticals. Okay. But it does have a lot of that. Now, once I'm done with this, I have to discard this. Oof, not cool. All right, let's see. All right. So now I want to hit this guy. Now this guy here, he has 4 health. All I got to do is take him out. That's all I want to do. But I got to be able to finish him. If I alert him, he's going to have a defense the next time we attack him. Right now, he's not alert. Let's see what we end up with. Come on. Come on. Oh, nice. Well, not really. Not really. Shoot. When this hunter kills an enemy, they may scrap 2 cards. Well, I really ticked that thing off. Not cool. All right, so I hit it for 3. Okay, 2 for the critical. That there, I have nothing in my hand that can re-roll anything, do I? Discard up to 2 additional cards from your hand to add an additional. Well, I'm going to discard these 2, and I'm going to add an additional. Boy, this is. I'm going to add an extra die. So I'm going to play that. But I'm discarding a ton of cards. Discard up to 2 additional cards from your hand to add an additional die for each discarded card. All right. Let's see if we can get there we go. That was better to play. So sacrifice. So we sacrifice some of our life to roll that extra. But what happens here is that we killed this guy, and that's most important. Martin, how are you? So we got rid of him. So he's actually off. That's good because I was afraid he was going to be alerted. And that would have been bad. But I used a whole bunch of cards to do this. So this hunter bow goes back. But this card gets discarded. Now we have 16 life. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm down to 10 life already. So not a good start for us. But we did take the Watcher out, and that means that we get, for that Watcher, we're going to get 1 salvage card. Okay? Alright. And, okay, so we got metal shards. Okay, so we're going to put that there, and that's good. So that turned out pretty good for us. So we can always use those to upgrade things, and that's good. Alright, that's our turn. Now, you would think because we killed him that we will alert things. No, only if they were adjacent to that creature. So now, non-alert, we go alert creatures, nobody's alert, and then we go non-alert. Soul Razor, what's up? So there is a track here. Let's go to the other camera here. And I hope I'm explaining this okay. Come on, focus in. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so now he's not alert, so he's going to go 1. He follows the path. He's trying to get off the board. You can move diagonally here. So he moved. Now, over on our other board, this guy here, he is not alert, so he just moves one. So we don't follow any of those cards or anything like I told you. It's only when they're alert. Okay? So now, we did all the monster movement. And remember, let me just go over one other thing real quick that I forgot to tell you guys. Okay? I picked this card out of a bunch of different cards. Okay? What you do is you take and shuffle these up and you pull out one. They actually had one that was only 2 things. I was hoping I would get it, but no. This is level 1. Then you would pick one of these as level 2. Then you've got to make it to level 3. Okay? And then the final boss, which is Sawtooth. All right? But he's got a whole bunch of cards. There's a whole thing that goes through this. You're trying to go all the way through and complete this hunt. It's really pretty incredible and pretty good. And while this game only comes with Sawtooth as the main villain, the expansions have other things in it which make it really, really interesting. I got one of the expansions. I got to get a couple of the others, which I'm going to hunt down because I'm really enjoying this. All right. So they moved. So now it is Nora. Nora's going to go. All right. So let's go back to this camera here. So Nora... marksman. Her thing is when you are targeting a component with a range attack. Let me see something here. Yeah, with a range attack, you may re-roll any number of dice. Okay. Well, he doesn't have any components. But what I want to do is I'm going to move one, and into the grass I'm going to sneak. All right, I'm sneaking into the grass here. So now she has a bow. So let's see what cards she has. Okay, and okay, all right. This time we got at least the hunter's bow. So she's going to get an additional thing there. We have a critical hit. Play after this hunter destroys a component to draw a card from the salvage deck. Okay, that's interesting. If this attack targets a component, ignore target's armor when resolving damage. Okay, so I got 2 of these, but I'm not worried about that. All right, so right now I'm going to go with my hunter's bow because I'm in range. Okay, and I'm also going to use I have to use the hunter's arrows, and I'm using the hunter's bow. So hopefully we can get a good shot in here. All right. So it's going to be three of the orange dice. We need, and as like I said, we need. And this enemy is alert. Any non-alert enemies in an adjacent square become alert at the end of its activation. Enemies alerted in this way do not activate this turn. Warning call. See, if you hit it, it's going to go ballistic. We got to get 4. We got to get 4 here. Come on. One time. What do we get? Oh, we got 3. That means that dude is alert. So he's got 3 damage on him. And we have damage tokens. Oh, man. Just some bad rolling. Do I have anything here that I could play? No. So we're in a bad way here. Because our buddy here is going to attack us next turn. There's no doubt about that. So this gets discarded. We did 3 damage to it. So we're just going to put 3 damage out there. And now we're also going to put an alert token too. Now if I can get these stupid things out, that'd be nice. All right. So 3 damage. Okay, and an alert. So now that it's alert, we're in trouble. Because now it's going to be their turn. Okay, and once it becomes alert, it let out a cry. but there's nothing adjacent to it. So we go through that card, okay, and we're going to look. Non-alert enemy within 2 squares. No. Move one towards the closest enemy. Well, anyways, it's going to move right into here. It's alert, so now it's going to attack, okay? But first, we'll take care of the non-alert creature as it's going to move here, okay? And what this guy is going to do now is going to attack for 4, okay? So 4, ouch. That's not what we need. But we do have armor. And when we roll on armor, we're going to roll 2 of the orange, and whatever hits we get, we're going to subtract from the damage that we're going to take. But if we roll critical, we will get 3 shields. Okay? So there's a chance that we can get out of this. But very slim the way I'm rolling. Remember, I'm rolling. So this is where it's kind of hurting us here. All right, let's see what we end up with. Oh, look at this. What a save. 4, so we take no damage whatsoever. But he's still on alert, and he's going to attack us the next turn again. All right. Now, we can do one of 2 things here. All right, so, all right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't draw up until our hand. But now it's going to come over to the Bannock Survivor. And she needs to get up to 5 cards, so she draws 5 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we got two arrow cards, which will help us. But that's going to put us in a bad way. So I'm going to put this here. And we're going to go over to her. I think I'm doing this right. I hope I am. Now, I could probably shoot range into there. But no. Scrap 3 cards from the bottom of this hunter's discard pile to take a free action after this one has been resolved. You know, you got this guy coming here. It's not adjacent. She could fire into there. Went there, went there. You know what? I'm going to take a shot at him from here. 1, 2. I can do that. And what we're going to do is we're going to use our hunter bow. Okay. And I think we're just going to use, because we only need to hit 1 here. So I'm going to use just a regular arrows. He has 1 defense though. So we have to get through the defense. So hopefully we can get 2 on these 3 dice. And where was that before? Okay, that's 2, 4, 6. Boom, gone. All right, so she is going to get another scrap card. And she gets a metal shard card. Very nice. All right. So she was able to take him out. He's gone. Nobody else is alert, which is good. What a wasted shot. What a wasted shot. All right, so now she's going to discard that. We're going to put we're going to put that over here. And that over there, and that over there. He's going to move up. He doesn't see because we're in the tall grass. If we were tall grass, that'd be a problem. But if you remember, we can shoot diagonally. All right, she's hidden. 1, 2. We're taking a bit of a risk, but it might be worth it. We got hunter arrows. What else do we got? We draw a card. Add an additional attack die. Oh, we're going to play that. We're going to play that. That's huge. Maybe that's enough to get by. We got to do 6 damage here. I could go after a component, but I just don't feel safe. We have, we can end this right now because we already have enough victory points, but I just don't think it's something that we need to do right now. And do I want to shoot the component? Because if I shoot the component and save that attack and let her finish it, it'll get 2, 3. That means she'll need 3, but she's going to get attacked. No doubt about it, because this thing's going to be ticked. I think we're going to go after a component. So we're going to shoot the component, and we're just going to use the hunter bow and the hunter arrows. Okay. And hopefully, all right, she still has the hard point. Okay, yeah. So she's going to take a beating, but she might be able to get out of this cheap. But we'll get an extra salvage card out of this. And I think that's what we're really after, is getting as much salvage as we can. So she's going to take a shot from there. We're going to be shooting the component. Any overkill on the damage. Wrong thing. Will not roll over into this number. We're just trying to shoot this component. And she has a card in her hand that, hold on here. So we're going to use that, and if this attack targets a component, ignore target armor when resolving damage. No. Play this after Hunter destroys a component to draw a card from the salvage deck. That's huge. That means she'll get 2 salvage. All right, let's try that. That's what we want to do. Of course, she's putting her friend at risk, but hey, that's what we do here. We only care about ourselves. All right, let's see what we can roll here. You need 2 here. All right. And got the 2. That's all you needed to do. Got the 2. Now this thing's alert, and it's ticked off. All right. So it's alert. It's on fire. And it's going to take 2 damage. Great, right? We'll handle that part in a minute. Right now, for her, she's going to play that critical hit card, and she's going to discard that. She also loses her card here for Hunter's Bow, and she destroyed that thing. So she's going to get 2 salvage cards, which she's happy with. So she gets a metal shard, and she gets another metal shard. Jeez, did I even shuffle these? I think I did. Mace, what's up? Infra, how are you? Hi, Rob, long-time fan of the channel. Well, thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate it. You have no idea how much it means. All right, so that did that. But on the Strider, remember, it's on fire now. So at the end of the turn, it's going to have 3 damage against it. Okay? So when this enemy becomes alert, it moves 1 square towards the closest enemy, which, how you doing? All right. So it moves right into that square. All right. Hunter's Bow goes back to Nora. Oh, and I also had accurate. When targeting, components with a range attack, you may re-roll any number of dice. So if we missed, we still could have hit. I had 2 there. I re-rolled it. I would have got 4. Okay, so even if that defense came into play, we would have got through. All right, so now it's the creature's turn, and it's ticked off, and it's attacking. Okay, and of course our girl's in trouble here. Not cool. So it's going to attack for 4. But we have a defense of black die. Now, what does that do? That's all criticals, but oh boy. So it's attacking for 4. If we can get a critical here, 50-50 chance, it's going to have 4 shield. And no, it misses. She's going to take 4 damage. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's down to 1 life. She's down to 1 life. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no. Alright, we can get by this. We can get by this. We can do this. I think we can do this. That was not cool. Was there anything in her hand to help? No. Alright, so her greed may have cost her her life. Not cool. Now anytime we get attacked, we have to back out of space. I forgot that. So she backs out of space. Now she can move in, plus now that the end of the turn is gone, this turns into a damage. So we got to hit it for 4. Oh boy. What to do here. I'm pretty sure I got this right. But if I'm wrong, just put it in the comments and we'll fix it our next battle. So everybody's got metal shards. She drew up to 5 cards. Alright. Which, yep, there we go. We're fine. As long as we have cards in our hand, we're alright. So if I craft, I'm going to craft twice. I'm going to craft twice. Just in case. So I could take the cards from my bottom 3, top 3, 1, and then the second time I can craft 2. So that gives me 6. Alright. And now it's going to be his turn. Because that's her whole turn. I crafted and healed. And I don't want to take any chances. Alright. So we've got that for our hand. We've got this for her hand. 2, 3. Okay. So that's good. Let's see here. What do I want to do here? Alright, so now we go through the phase here with the creature. Okay, there's no more of these, so I can get this out of the way. So another enemy within 2 spaces. It's still alert and ticked off. Yes. Move 2 towards... Oh, okay, move 1 towards the closest enemy. Well, yeah, there's one. Okay, move 2 towards the closest enemy and then attack for 4. So he's going to come over here. All this stuff is just accumulating. And he's going to attack for 4. She's going to roll that black die. Let's hope that we can get a critical out of this. Michael, how are you? Come on. No. So she's going to lose 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. But it still leaves her with 2 life. All right, not a problem this time. Now I feel a little bit better. All right. Now he's got 3 damage. And now it's going to be Nora's turn. Let's see what we have for Nora. Nora has 2 hunter arrows. Precision strike component. No, what we're going to do is she's going to attack now. Instead, of course she's going to be greedy now. Oh, I'm here to help you. So she's going to attack. We're going to roll 3 dice here. She also has a card here, Precision Strike. Add an additional die to this attack. I want to make sure that we hit it. Alright. I want to make sure that we hit this because we've got to hit 4 at least. Okay. So we're going to discard that. All right, here we go. Come on. Come on. Or else our girl's going to die. No, she's not, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and a critical, which adds +2. That's 6. They had 3 health with 1 armor. That's 4. So there we go. Done. Finished. Kaput. And we get metal shard. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. All right. So we completed that phase here. So this is done. And we get an additional, because we killed all the enemies, we get an additional shard to use. And yes, we do. So I'll put that over in Bannock's Survivor. Okay, so now let's go to our campfire phase. And this is where I'm going to come up top. And this is where this really gets kind of interesting. This is the best part of this game. So she didn't do her any favors. She didn't do her any favors whatsoever. Hunter's bow, let's put that back here. And let's go over some of the stuff here. Now we have our cards here. Okay, so we level up. Because we completed a level 1, we're going to go up to 18 cards. So we would put 2 of these stamina cards until we're able to buy something to add to our deck. Okay, so that's the first thing that happens, and it goes into each one of our piles here, because we have 16 cards. And now we're up to 18. So I'm just going to put all these cards in together so I don't lose anything here. All right, Hunter's arrow. Hold on, that goes there. Now we can level up things. We can do certain things, and there's cards over here that we can level up certain things, certain abilities, certain weapons and stuff like that as we go. But you'll see that as we go. All right, so 2 and 2. So let me put that into there. Let me just make sure that we have everything here that we're supposed to. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So our health went up 2. Okay, weren't there giant minis for this game? Monsters you have here look a tad small. Yeah, there are, but we're doing the first battle. So you don't just go fighting big monsters right off the bat, dude. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, cool. So, here's the thing. With Nora, we can either go scavenge, which is a trait, and go down this part of the tree, or we can go weapon, which is Kara's bow. So we're going to go into her. No, that's the other one. So, scavenge. When another hunter kills an enemy, you may draw a card from the salvage deck. I kind of like that. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take that and we're going to replace that. So we're going to go down that road. Okay, cards of the hunter bow will just give us a blue, but where would we get? Boy, a blue would be good though. And we could do that. I'm happy with that the way it is. So that's the way she would go. So we're down that path. I'll keep all this together. All right. Now for our girl here, the Bangkok Survivor, trait is insulate. So let's find out what that is. Insulate. Insulate. This hunter may scrap cards from their discard pile when suffering damage instead of discarding from their hand or action deck. Okay. That's a pretty good defense. That makes her more defensive. I kind of like that better than the glory point. Okay, so we'll go down that path. All right, there we go. So now we've leveled up everything. All right, so we're going to move this out of the way, and we've gone down a certain path. As you can see here, okay, as we go down, okay, that you can go this way or this way. But once we went this way, we can't go this way. Add weak point, add double shot. There were other ways that we can go. We can do everything except that we are never going to be able to get these two because we decided to go down this side of the thing. So it should be interesting to see how it all plays out. So I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to put that on there. Now we go to the shop here. Okay. Let me just make sure I'm reading this correctly so I can show you how this part of the phase works. Because this is like the real interesting part of this thing. It really gets good here. All right. And like I said, while I'm shuffling, don't forget we have our charity auction going right now. This is week 1. And in 2 weeks, we will do part 2. We have a lot of stuff to auction off for charity. I really hope that we can do some really good things. All right, so those are nice and shuffled up. Let's move these out of the way. We don't need these anymore. This black die, which has been useless. Yeah, look at that. I can't roll anything. All right, so now we're going to come over, and they have a beautiful reference. There's a lot to this game, and I hope I hit everything pretty good. I think I did, but we'll do what we can here. All right, so now that we did our victory step, total glory, we don't count because it's only we're doing the cooperative version of this. Level up step if successful. Yeah, we did that. We went on our skill tree, which is good. We took care of that. Now lay out cards from level of deck matching encounter just played. So we're level 1. This is the level 1 deck. There's a ton of cards that you can jack up. You have to lay out 1 weapon. Let's see if we get a weapon. No, that's 1 armor. Okay, so we got the 1 armor. Cool. We got this is, what is this? Carja sling. I think this is a weapon. Okay, this is 1 weapon. We got that's another weapon. So we have 2 weapons. That's what we're supposed to have. That's the most that we can have. If we get any more weapons, we are going to have to discard them. All right, so weapons. All right. And then that's another weapon. That's too bad. We missed out on that. Firebomb. No. Hold on. 2 weapons, 2 armors, 2 ammunition. This is an ammunition. So we lay out 2 ammunition. So that's firebomb. That's a good one. That's an armor. Nope. We need another ammunition. No, another armor. This is, I believe, a miscellaneous. Okay. And we need 2 modifications. This is a modification. This is a modification. All right. And then we just need one more ammunition. And we just turn into, okay, here we go. Shockwave. Okay, so now the store is all set. Okay. And now we can buy stuff. Okay. So what you do is you take your shards, and if you had different types of things, because there's different types of things in here, like there's blaze. If you had 2 of these, you can trade in 1 of these for 1 shard. Okay, but there's all kinds of really neat things in here, and there's some other stuff in here that with text, that gives you kind of different things, or ancient trophies, and all kinds of different stuff that you can melt down and use. All right, so we go 1 at a time buying something. 2 shards. Hold on here. If something costs something, okay, so you can trade 2 of these in to make a resource. Those other things I showed you, the resources, you could trade in 2 resources to make trade 2 shards may be traded as any one resource. A shard may be traded in as a resource. Okay. So there you go. So I would trade 2 of these to make one of these things here. So let's see here. Damage coil. All right. On a critical hit, this attack inflicts an additional damage in addition to any other effects. That's a good one. That might be something we want to get here. Resist rain. Reduce the damage suffered by this hunter from range attacks by 1. That's a good defense too. This here, let's read what this is. This is considered a miscellaneous. This card is not added to your deck. Shuffle this card back into the merchant deck after the merchant step has concluded. Then draw 2 cards from the salvage deck. Oh, so if you buy this card is not added to your deck. So if you buy it, nah, you wouldn't want this. This is dumb. All right, this adds a blue, a shock, inflicts shock condition. Okay, which is a whole thing, and then it's a weapon. It's a wow. These are shock things that it could do. This can do. Okay, so this goes to. This can only be used with a slingshot. Yeah, these 2 aren't going to do us any good. Boy, there's just nothing here really interesting. We can roll it over. Well, this is kind of interesting. So what we're going to do is she's going to go first, and she's going to pay 1 for the damage coil. All right. So this it becomes an attachment to this bow, which just makes this bow filthy, and then we've spent that. So that's 1. So now it's her turn. Boy, do we go defensively? I think we do. I really think we do. Now because, well, no, that's because we bought the coil there. And unless we buy something that adds to our thing here, we don't take out one of those things. Yeah, the stamina. Alright, so she's going to buy this. And that is going to be an attachment. Alright, we could take that. This bow, is this bow better than her bow? No, no. This bow's better than her bow, though. Alright, so that's the way we're going to go. I'm going to spend this to replace this, which is an arrow. That means we take one of these out. Alright, goes back there, and that goes into the deck. Remember, we can only have 16. Then, boy, do I want to buy that bow. But I kind of like using this because you get the... That would cost 2. No. Hard decision. A hard decision. This would actually upgrade here. Do I want to? Possibly. I think so. Mike, I'll answer you in a minute. Hold on here. I'm trying to make a life-changing decision. If I'm able to get a critical, I will do. Yeah, I'm going to pay the 2 here, and I'm going to replace that bow. How do you like that? So that's going to be all her. She's going to have 1 left over. And I think that's that. Yeah, because that doesn't do anything. That doesn't do it. All right, perfect. So that will go back into her pile. All right, there we go. So we leveled everybody up. We do have 1 metal shard that we can carry over. I think you can carry. I'm positive you can carry over. We're going to pile that there. We got that there. We got that there. And that's how we end. Now what we'll do is we would take the cards here. Now that these are done, okay, we go into the second phase, and we would pick and shuffle these up. Remember, we're trying to get to Sawtooth, okay? We're trying to get to Sawtooth. So the game ends once we beat the last card, which we would go through the orange, then we would go through the red, and then we go to Hunter's Call. And once we get here, and if we're able to win this, that's how we defeated the whole thing. But it's not as easy as it seems. As you can see, there's a lot of planning and building your thing. Are you going defense or offense? Well, I also have to have stuff that fits what my deck has, and these two things don't fit. So you never know what you're going to run into. But the next time we come back, this deck is actually gone, okay? And this is where the replayability comes, is that there's so many different things that you can get out of this deck. The thing is, we don't use this deck anymore. We go to the next deck, which is a level 2. So then we buy things from a level 2 aspect. So there you have it. That's the whole phase. And what we would do is go to the orange. Now next week, we're going to come back, and we're going to play the next thing of this. We're going to go all the way through. So we'll see how our heroes make out. That'll give me a chance to kind of get everything done here so you can see everything. And I just got to keep everything together, which is pretty easy. Pretty easy. So all I do is this. And I put this deck all together. Boom. And I know that. And I'm going to put this with it, so I know that we have a scrap here already. And this, you could play this semi-competitively, where you're trying to kill everything and get the most glory points, or you can play it cooperatively, where you're just having a great time. And I think that's what it is. Was looking on Amazon to order this. Will be great to see how it plays. I just oh, you just popped in, so now you're going to go watch it. Yeah, go check it out. It's a great game. I really like this a lot. A lot, I tell you. A lot. This is one of those ones that's going to stay in my collection. Yes. Stay forever. Forever. So there you have it. Okay, so Zeblik, we got to take care of you, bruh. He donated a few shekels to our, hold on, let me see, above cam, to our, I want to thank him for donating to our auction and our charity auction. If you haven't checked out our charity auction, check it out. If it's something that interests you, great. If not, hey, that's okay. All right, here we go. Come on, Zeblik, let's give you some music. Oh, man, that was not a successful hunt because Godzilla just took the bait and ran. Man, he's just dirty. I gotta cover all these cards too, sleeve all of them, because this one's going to be sticking around for a while. So there you go. There you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope I ran it right. Like I said, I've only played it a couple times, but boy, I'm really liking what we got here. I really, really like this game a lot. That's that deck. That goes here. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go up top and close this out. Wow, we did it in an hour too. That's what I like. That's what I like. I appreciate it, Mike. We already did the video for it. We got another one coming up in 2 weeks. We just got a whole bunch of stuff in, so I knew I had to do two because we got a ton from CMON. They sent us all kinds of stuff that is going to be in the next auction. So get ready for that. Just a lot of great stuff. I got to thank them for just doing what they do. Does the game have a save system like Forbidden Fortress? Well, basically, you just save it yourself. Like I did the first tile set here. Before I go do the second one, all I did was just keep everything together. The deck, I've already got it built, and I put it aside. I got a little slot in there, and I put everything in there. And the miniatures are just glorious. They're just glorious. I really like what they did here. Hold on, I can just zoom in for a little bit here. Man, we killed this in an hour. There we go. Just awesome. Just awesome stuff. Done very, very well. Definitely you need to check this out. This is just a great game. There's a guy there. These are the guys that got done so far. I gotta finish up like so. All right, there we go. All right, hope you enjoyed this. It was an hour of fun, of course. I hope I explained it correctly. I hope I didn't miss anything or mess anything up. I had a good time. I love you all. Thanks for watching. We will do something live next week. I got a live video tomorrow. Maybe Saturday or Sunday. We are going to be doing the brand new box set from D&D box set, the new one, the expansion. I can't wait to get that. It's supposed to be here Saturday. I'm probably not going to do it Saturday. I would think Sunday or Monday if I can, and then I'll do this again, and we're going to mix things up a little bit just so it's fun. All right, and it keeps me going. Other than that, I think we covered everything. I love you all. Have a great weekend. If I don't see you, we'll try to come back. I'll see. Maybe if we have time tomorrow, maybe we'll run another thing. You never know. We got our charity auction. I'll probably just run a quick vlog and just make sure everybody knows about the auction. And I think that's about it, folks. I think we covered everything. We got a lot of things going on. And a lot of stuff that's going to be sold. That's for doggone sure. I think you're all going to want to check it out. Until next time, it is your old pal Rob saying, tomorrow's never guaranteed. Enjoy today. Love you all. Take it easy. We shall see you soon. Take it easy, everybody.